Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I will be fighting a 1,500-point battle between my Genestealer Cult and Tom's from Brohammer's Tau. So the story that we've got going on here is this planet was recently overtaken by the Tau during the Damocles Gulf expansion, and on the planet they've decided that they wanted to try to start integrating regular human warriors into their forces. So the Tau, wanting to bring up a little bit of propaganda for the greater good, sent out a camera team, also known as their what are they called? The marksmen, the firesight marksmen, went out with some cameras to take pictures and some picked captures of a joint patrol of some humans integrated into some Tau strike teams. So they sent out with the devilfish, and inside each is the strike team, consisting of human sympathizers for the greater good, along with a Shazwi of a Tau Shazwi to keep them under control, and a fireblade cadre, or cadre fireblade to make sure that everybody stays under control, and a ghost keel around the side over there in case things go crazy and they need to take it out before it becomes a problem. But unbeknownst to the greater good and the Tau was that this planet also held a corrupted underbelly. A Genestealer Cult had made itself home here on the planet, and they took the opportunity of the chaos created by the Tau taking over to decide to rise up now and prepare this planet for the four-armed gods to come down and cleanse it and eat all upon the surface, be they Tau or human. So they realized that they were now in trouble, that a Genestealer Cult infestation had now suddenly risen up in front of them, and this patrol was going to be a little bit under its over its head with the situation. So they called in some help with a few suits, which you will see coming in later. So that's the story that we've got going on. Pretty awesome, I thought. My opponent came up with it, and I very much enjoy it. So we are going to be doing the cleanse and capture mission. So basic Maelstrom mission, drawing 3 cards. We've got objectives over here. We've got an objective over here. We've got an objective here. We've got an objective there. We've got an objective over here, and an objective back over there. So pretty even way it's spaced out there. It should be fun. So that is the story. That is the mission that we are going to be playing. And before we go any further, let's show you the 2 armies that'll be fighting it out today. So for the Genestealer Cult, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Patriarch, a Magus, and a Primus. We have 2 5-man Acolyte squads. One squad has a heavy rock saw. The other squad has a lash whip and bone sword. We have a 10-man Neophyte hybrid squad. The leader has a web pistol and a power pick. There's a flamer, a grenade launcher, an icon, and a seismic cannon. We have a 4-man squad of aberrants with power picks and a 5-man squad of aberrants with power hammers. We have a Goliath truck with a cache of demo charges. We have a rock grinder with a clearance incinerator and a cache of demo charges. We have a Lehman Russ with a battle cannon, las cannon, and 2 heavy flamers. And last but not least, we have a 15-man squad of pure strain Genestealers. So for the Tau, he'll be running 2 Vanguard detachments. Leading off the first Vanguard detachment, we have 2 Cadre Fireblades. We have 2 6-man strike teams. We have 2 Devilfish with burst cannons and 2 smart missile systems each. And we have 3 Firesight marksmen. For the second Vanguard detachment, starting it off here, we have a Cold Star Commander with high output burst cannon, missile pod, shield generator, advanced targeting system, and 2 MV4 shield drones. We have a regular commander with 4 fusion blasters and 2 MV4 shield drones. We have 3 separate hazard teams, each with an XV9 hazard battlesuit, 2 double-barrel burst cannons, and advanced targeting systems, and each has 4 MV1 gun drones. And last but not least, we have a Ghost Keel with Cyclic Ion Raker, 2 fusion blasters, advanced targeting system, target lock, and 2 MV5 stealth drones. All right, so those are the armies going over deployment now. I've got a squad of acolytes here on the objective over here. I've got the Goliath truck here. Inside of the Goliath truck is the 10-man Neophyte squad. We have the rock grinder here. Inside of them is the 5-man acolyte squad with the heavy rock saw. We have the Leman Russ over here, and in cult ambush is everybody else. So going over deployment now for the Tau, we've got the Ghost Keel over here. We've got both of the Devilfish are back in the building there. One there, one there. We've got the Firesight Marksman up on there. Firesight Marksman back over there. Firesight Marksman over there. They put away their cameras and took out their marker lights. And in Manta, or inside of each of the Devilfish, I should say, is a strike team and a Cadre Fireblade. And in Deep Strike Reserve are all the rest of the suits. So we've got the 3 hazard suits and the 2 commanders. So, as of right now, Tau are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that Phil face. No, the opposite of a Phil face. So, I'll probably be going second, I guess. So, we will come back to you after movement. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn, because we're going to be doing the Maelstrom. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau here on turn 1. All right, so my opponent has drawn Secure Objective 6, Defend Objective 2, and Defend Objective 1. He's pretty close to 2, 6 is right there in the middle, and then 1 is underneath these guys, so that's going to be a little bit difficult. So we'll see what happens here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau here on turn 1. All right, movement phase here for the Tau on turn 1. He had a hazard suit drop in over there with his drones. Had a hazard suit drop in up there with his drones down below, who are within 3 inches of the objective here. Getting that one, and they're all out of 9 inches over there. We have a hazard suit over here that dropped in. We have a commander over here who dropped in. We got the Ghost Keel over here who is behind here and moved up over here, so he's just within 9 inches of my Leman Russ over here. And his other commander, so that's the Warlord one. This is the other one dropped in over here. He's within range of both of these guys, but not in melter range because he can't get it in 9 inches. But he's just in melter range of my Leman Russ. Back over there, all of the Firesight Marksmen stood still, and then we've got the 2 Devilfish over here. Both of them stood still, but the one on the left here, the squad, got out and is jumping onto Objective 2 inside the building back there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. Haha, JK, they don't got no psychers. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase, which is actually way scarier. All right, so we have the Firesight Marksman over there. Is going to start us off by shooting a marker light into my Acolyte Hybrids over here. So that is a hit. My opponent has the coolest thing to mark marker lights, which is so cool. He's got this little light thing that he put together. It's so cool. Put the there. I really like that. Now this Firesight Marksman is going to fire into my Leman Russ over here. That is a hit. So the Cadre Fireblade inside of there is going to fire his marker light into my Leman Russ over here. So he's at -1 to hit, so looking for a 5. No hit. It's 2 to a 3. That was still a miss, though. And that Firesight Marksman is going to fire into my Rock Grinder over here. And, ooh, he doesn't hit. Sorry, he does on a 3 because he didn't move. All right. So now his Ghost Keel here is going to fire his Fusion Blasters into my Leman Russ and the Cyclic Iron Raker into my Rock Grinder. So we're going to start with the Fusion Blasters into my Leman Russ here. That is 2 hits. These are strength 8, looking for a 4 to wound. Getting 2 wounds, AP minus 5. AP minus with the ATS. Oh, with the ATS, they're AP minus 5. So I'm looking for 7-ups. I can't get them. Those go straight through. So the first one here, he is in melter range for them, right? So you have to roll 2d6. Correct. All right. So we got the first one is 2d6, getting 5 damage, and then the second one doing another 5 damage. That is brutal. All right, so he's going to supercharge his Cyclic Ion Raker into him. So he's got heavy D6 shots, so 5 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of the marker lights. All right, no 1s there, so he gets 1 hit. Strength, what is it? Strength 8. Strength 8, so looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP minus 2, which I think leaves me with a 6-up. Show me that Phil first. No, it goes through. The damage, D3 damage. Right. All right, getting 1 damage. I got Rugged Construction, so I get a 6-up, ignoring the wound. Yeah, with the Phil face. Woo! All right, so then this Hazard Suit here is going to fire into my Acolytes over here. He is going to fire both of the twin burst cannons into them over here. So they're going to be rolling 16 shots. They're going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of the marker light there. So, looking for 4s. Re-rolling those 2 1s. All right, back into 1s as the dice have spoken. Did they stutter? All right, still a lot of hits. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm feeling cocky with that 1 roll. Says strength 5. Strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. All right, pretty good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AP -1, +1 because of them being in cover. Looking for 5 ups. Making 3 of them, so that means that there's 1 guy left alive. All right, so this squad of drones now is going to fire. One of them is equidistant between the last acolyte of here and the truck there, so he's going to fire 1 into here. The other 3 are closer to my Goliath truck. So we're going to start with the 1 into here. So he's got 4 shots, hitting on 4s.
On 5s.
Oh, hitting on 5s, but re-rolling 1s because of the marker light, so he gets 1 hit. Strength 5, looking for 3. That's a wound. AP
no.
Nothing. So we're looking for a 4 up in cover. Yeah, he's good with a 5. And now into here, we've got the other 3. These are going to be hitting on 5s. All right. No re-rolls because he doesn't have a marker light on that one. So that's 4 hits. Looking for 5s, getting 1 wound. AP nothing, so looking for a 4 up. No, goes through, but a 6 up, ignoring wounds because of rugged construction. No. All right, so his commander over here is now going to fire. He's going to fire 2 shots into my Leman Russ and 2 into the Goliath Rock Grinder. So we're going to start with the 2 into the Leman Russ first here, hitting on 2s, getting 1 hit, but he gets to reroll 1s because of the marker light. Into a cocked dice, into a hit, so that's 2 hits. Strength 8, looking for 4s to wound. Not getting anything. All right, so he's got the relic, the new one, which is the Tide laundry pods. I'm sorry, the pure Tide engram neurochip, which means that he's allowed 1 reroll of damage, wound, or to hit roll per game. So he's gonna use it right now onto that. So looking for a 4 to wound. He does get the wound, which is pretty good, because now I'm looking for a 6 up to get that save. Show me that, Phil, first. No, it goes through. D6 wounds. Come on, 1. Oh, no, 6. But does it explode? Please don't do that. No, it doesn't. Thank you. Oh, you can have run the 1. All right, whatever. Sounds good. All right, so he is, yeah, he did. And that is first blood. And then the other 2 shots from him into the Goliath Rock Grinder. So 2 shots hitting on 2s. Ooh, re-rolling once because of the marker light. Oh, don't get my hopes up like that. Still only 1 hit. So that's going to be strength 8, looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP -4, so that's just going to go straight through. So D6 wounds.
Am I in melter range?
1, let me check. Maybe, no. 2 wounds. So I've got 2 rugged construction, ignoring them wounds. So, whoa, looking for Phil faces yet again. Getting 1, so he takes 1 wound. All right, so his other commander is now going to fire into my Goliath Rock Grinder. We've got the 2 are going to be the missile pods, and then the high output burst cannon is going to be the white one. So these are all going to be hitting on 2s. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. All right.
Of course.
And then these are going to be strength, what?
7
and 5. So we're looking for 4s and 5s.
That's T6.
No, this one's T7. This one's T6. Gotcha. Yeah, he's rugged. Looking for a 4, getting on that one, and then these are looking for 5s. Getting a couple of those ones. So we got 2 on that one. What's the AP on these?
That should be -1, and I think that's -2.
All right, let's go to the 2 for -1. Those are going to be looking for 5 ups. Getting 1 of them, so 1 goes through, and then we've got the 1 that's -2 looking for a 6 up. Show me that, Phil, first. No, nothing there. So those one of the whites and 1 of the reds go through. What is the damage?
That's 1 damage, and this is D3.
That's D3. So 1, so we got 2 damage, looking for 6 up rugged construction. Show me those Phil faces. No, not getting any, so 2 damage. All right, so the 5 fire warriors in there, or 6 fire warriors in there, sorry, are going to be firing into my Goliath truck over here. So they're going to be hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling the, no, there's no 1s. Sorry, there's 2 hits. Strength 5, looking for 5s. 2 wounds. AP nothing, so we've got 4 up saves. Fail them both. But then I've got 6 up, ignoring them with the rugged construction. And not getting either of those, so 2 damage. All right, the hazard suit here is going to fire into my Goliath Rock Grinder. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling those 1s because of the marker light. All righty. Nothing there. So we've got a couple hits. Not bad. All right, so these are now going to be wounding on 5s. Ooh, really good. Oh, man. So that's 5 wounds there. AP -1.
Those are rending?
Yeah, those are... Is that real? No. Don't mess with my head like that. So AP -1, so we're looking for 5 ups. I did not get quite as good, so I got 2 that went through. Just damage 1 onto them. So looking for 6 ups with the rugged construction. I'm not getting either of them, so 2 damage.
So hitting on
all right, so these gun drones are going to fire into my Goliath Rock Grinder. I don't know what he's done to you, but so they're going to be hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s because of the marker light here. All right, re-rolling those couple 1s there. Oh, there's another 1 in there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, back into a 1, like they were meant to. All right, got a looks like 6 hits over there. These are going to be strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 3 wounds there. These are AP what?
No.
AP nothing. So we got 3 4 ups. Making 1 of them, and then 2 6 up, ignoring because of rugged construction. No, nothing there. So down to 1 wound. All right, so we have the gun drones in here. 2 of them are closest to this truck. 2 are closest to the rock grinder. So we're gonna go the 2 into the rock grinder first, hitting on 5s. Re-rolling that 1. All right. Just the 2 hits, looking for 5s to wound. No, nothing there. And now we've got the 2 that are going to be attacking into my Goliath truck here. Into the Goliath truck. So hitting on 5s.
No reroll.
No rerolls because of no whatchamacallit? No need to anyway. All right, looking for 5s, getting 2 wounds. 2 AP nothing, right? So looking for 4 ups. Getting 1 6 up rugged construction. No, nothing there. All right, his hazard suit up here is going to fire 1 of his twin burst cannons into the Goliath truck. 2, I keep saying 2 and 2. It's 2 and 2, but it's 1 twin and 1 twin into each of these. There we go. We'll get that. Anyway, first into the rock grinder here. So we got hitting on 3s. No, hitting on 4s. Sorry, re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. Re-roll that 1 into a hit. That's pretty good. All right, so we got 5 hits, looking for 5s to wound, getting 1 wound, AP -1, so looking for a 5 up. He's good with a fill phase, woo! And now 2 into the Goliath truck over here, hitting on 4s. All right, no rerolls because he doesn't have a marker light on him. Looking for 5, strength, what is it? Strength 5, so yeah, so looking for 5, so that's 3 wounds, 3 5 ups. Getting 2 of them. 6 up, ignoring the wound. No, that goes through. The devilfish on the left there is going to fire his smart missiles into my Goliath truck over here. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because he did not move. So hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. All right. So we still got 4 hits there. Strength 5, so looking for 5s. You're getting 1 over there. AP, nothing, so looking for a 4 up. Whoa. And he's good with a 4 up. And the other devilfish is going to fire into him over here. So, because they don't need line of sight with the smart missiles. So these are going to be hitting on 4s again, because he also did not move. All right, re-roll that 1, those 2 1s because of it being marker light. Sounds good. That's a lot of hits there. These are wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound, AP nothing, so looking for a 4 up. Oh, he's good with a fill phase. All right, so that is the end of the Tau turn here. The morale phase for this guy, he lost 4 people, 4 plus 3 is 7, and he is good to go because he's got leadership 8 as the leader. So they are good to go, and that is the end of the Tau turn. He did score objective 6, right? That was the one that you had defend or score. Yeah, just secure objective 6. So we got that one, and then you've got, he started on defend objective 2 back there, but he doesn't have it yet. So that is it. And he also got first blood. So he's got 2 points at this point, working on his 2 other points there with at the end of my turn if I can't kill off that unit. So that is it for the Tau turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 1. All right, so I drew Kingslayer behind enemy lines and defend objective 3. Pretty good. We'll see what happens here. We'll come back to you after the movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 1. All right, movement phase here for the Genestealer Cult on turn 1. These guys rolled these guys rolled a 3 and then spent a command point to reroll, rolled a 1. So they moved, he chose this side and that table side, and I rolled over here. So I ended up rolling over here. They came in over here. Because I spent that command point, my opponent with his relic got to roll, and on a 6, he gets it. He rolled a 6 and got this, so he got an extra command point for that. Then these guys over here, they rolled a 5 with the 3 because I spent the command point to give the Primus 3d6 to roll. So they rolled and got a 5, so they came in here. They moved an additional 5 inches closer, so they're 4 inches away. He rolled a 1 inch closer, so he's about 8 inches away. My opponent then rolled a d6 and rolled a 6. So he got both command points for that, which is pretty awesome. These guys disembarked from here over to here, looking on the Ghost Keel. This truck, the Goliath Rock Grinder, stood still. The whatchamacallits, the Goliath truck moved up a bit over to them. This guy shuffled down here into hiding because, you know, hide for the forearm gods. And these guys came in on a 6 and moved up over here. So they're looking on the fireside marksman over in this section. So that is it for the movement phase for the cult. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. We're gonna start over here with my Patriarchy is going to cast Smite onto the drones over there. They have a 5-up, feel no pain. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Looking for 5, getting it with 6. So D3 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds. 3, 5-up, feel no pains. Woo! Ma. That is how you don't get to woo, that is my thing. And my Magos is going to cast Smite into his Firesight marksman over there. So looking for a 6 because it's -1 because of the beta rules. No, not getting it with a 4. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into his Ghost Kill because you got to shoot your weapons. So we've got to be -1 to hit because of the shield drones that are behind the wall over there, but not -2 because they're within 12 inches of him. So these are going to be hitting on 5s, getting 2 hits, wounding on 6s. Oh, T6, sorry. I thought hitting on 6, I was like, good gracious, man. So T6, oh no, that is wounding. T6 is wounding on 6s. So 2 looking for 6s. Show me them fill faces. Hey, got 1. AP nothing, so. Oh, I saw that 1 and wanted to be a 1, but he's good.
Toughness makes no difference.
All right, so now my Primus is going to shoot into his commander over here. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounded on 2 because of the needle pistol. He's not a vehicle. That is a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. All right, so now the squad inside of the Goliath truck, because it is open topped, is going to fire into the drones. We're going to start with the Flamer. So D6 hits. 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 4. We're looking for a 4 to wound. Nope. All right, so the grenade launcher is going to shoot a frag grenade. Assault D6, or D6, so 6. That would have been nice with the Flamer. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. Getting 2. That is no wounds. And now the autoguns are going to be firing. They're actually hitting on 4s. I forgot. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. That's when I roll a lot of 3s. All right. These are strength 3s. So looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP nothing. They've got a 3-up save in cover over there. Make them both. And now the seismic cannon. These are going to be hitting on 5s because they moved. Getting 1 hit. Strength 6. Looking for strength 6. Oh, 1 second. Strength 6. So wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP -1. +1 because they're in cover. 4-up. They're good. And then the web pistol from the leader. So pistol D3 is going to be 2 shots hitting on 4s. That is 1 hit. So he can choose either the strength or the toughness. Their strength is 3, toughness is 4. He's going to go with the strength. So strength 3 against strength 3 becomes wounding on a 4. Nope. And now the clearance incinerator is going to fire into them as well as the heavy stubber from him. So the clearance incinerator 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP -1, +1, looking for a 4-up. No, goes through, so 1 is dead. And now the heavy stubber, he's hitting on 6s now because he's really wounded, didn't move. Okay. All right, so now my truck here is going to fire into his suit. We're going to start with the cache of demo charges. These are going to be, it's assault D6. So 3, hitting on 4s. Getting 3 hits, strength 8, toughness 5, right? So wounding on 3s. The dude, bro. It's toughness 5, yeah. So wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. All right, so that is 3 wounds that he's probably just going to pass off onto those dude bros. AP minus 1 second. All right, he's going to pass them off onto the guys down there, so that's going to kill off the rest of those drones. And now the twin autocannon is going to fire into him. Heavy 4, so hitting on 5s because he moved. Getting 1 hit, strength 7, so 3s to wound. That is a 3 to wound. So AP -1.
3 up.
3 up. No, it goes through. So he takes 2 damage. I've got the heavy stubber to take. Are you going to spend a command point on that one?
Let me see what else you have.
Oh, 1 second. All right, he's going to spend a command point to reroll that. And he makes it. If he gets it back, he does. And did you get a command point for mine that I spent there to reroll that damage? Reroll another one. Yeah. You gotta be kidding me. That's every single command point that's been going. He's been getting these. That is nuts, sir. That is nuts. He's up to 8. He started with what, 6? No, started with 5 and he's up to 8. That is nuts. After spending them. Killer. And now the heavy stubber is gonna fire on 5s because he moved 2 hits. Wounding on 4s because he's toughness 5. Oh no, he might be, whatever, 6 is definitely gonna wound. Yeah. So AP nothing, I don't think so. Oh, it goes through, so that is just 1 wound. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. We're going to start with these acolytes charging into his ghost keel. So he's going to overwatch first with the, which ones? Fusion, so hitting on 6s. No hits there. And then we've got onto the cyclic ion rakers. So that's going to be 6 shots here.
Not overcharging.
Not overcharging. So on 6s, nothing there. See, it would have been hurt you. All right, so their charge distance, needing 4 inches. Is totally in. The aberrants are going to charge into commander and the drones over here. So the commander is firing his things. Hit once, strength 8, right? So that is a wound. No AP, nothing. So AP, I got no save on there. So D6 wounds, 1 wound. So one of them takes a wound. He's actually going to spend a CP to reroll that into 5 wounds. So that's 1 dead. Does he get it back? Oh, finally he didn't. All right, so now he's going to charge in. They need a 4-inch charge because they got 5 on the D5, on the D6, I should say. They are totally in. And now the Primus is going to charge in. He needs an 8-inch charge. Getting in. Now the Pure Strains are going to charge into both of them, looking for a 9-inch charge. And getting it. And now these guys are going to charge into his, does he have anything to overwatch with?
He's got a pulse pistol.
He's got a pulse pistol. So on 6. It does hit. Strength, toughness 4.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so 3. No wound there. So their charge distance, is not in. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. Reroll one of them into a 5, which is exactly what they needed to get in. Woof. And then my rock grinder here is going to charge into the drones up here. So the drones are going to overwatch, and then he's going to use the, what is it?
Hazard suit.
Hazard suit is also going to overwatch. So we're going to do it with the drones first, hitting on 6s. Getting 4 hits, which is pretty good. Strength, looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves. Oh, failed 1, 6 up. Looking for ignoring wounds. No, so he's dead. Does he explode? Oh, he does. Oh, we'll come back to that. All right, so he does D3 mortal wounds to my warlord over here. 2 mortal wounds. He's got the warlord trait to ignore wounds. On the 6s, no, but he takes them both. And he's actually just out of 3 here, so I can't pass it off onto them. So he will have down to 4 wounds. All right, we're going to start the fight phase with the these dude bros are going to be attacking into the commander here. So they've each got 2 attacks each. They are going to be hitting on, they would normally hit on 3s, -1 because of the hammer, +1 because of the Primus there. So hitting on 3s. All right. These are now going to be strength 8. So what's their toughness? 5 on him. So looking for 3s to wound. Oh, what? 1 wound. AP -3.
6 up.
6 up. No, it doesn't make it, so it's 3 damage onto him. All right, so my opponent is going to spend 2 command points to interrupt with his Ghost Keel, who's going to attack into my Acolytes here. So he's down to 6, or down to 5 now, right? Because see if he gets it back. He gets back 1, which is crazy town. All right, so he's going to now have 3 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound because he has, it becomes strength 6, their toughness 3. It's AP -1 because of what is it called? Advanced targeting system, which is -1 to AP on everything, so including the close combat here. So now it's going to be looking for a 6 up. So show me that fill first. Oh, it wanted to, but no. So there's going to be 1 dead guy. All right, so aberrants are actually strength 5. I didn't realize. So these aberrants over here are going to start us off, or not start us off, continue on and attack into his Firesight Marksman. So they're going to have 2 attacks each, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP minus, 1 second. All right, so he's got 6 up save because it's AP -2. Fails 3, he's only got 3 wounds. He's dead regardless of the D3. And now my Primus is going to attack into his commander. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. That is all hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. AP -2, so looking for a 5 up. Ooh, he's good. And now my Pure Strains are going to attack in. So they are going to be 7 guys can go into the drones, and then we've got 4 guys that can go into the commander over here. So we're going to go with the 7 into the drones. 4 attacks each because there's more than 10 each. 10 in there. They're going to be hitting on 2s because the Primus is giving them +1 to hit. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so all but 3 hits. That's 24 hits. They are going to be strength 4, toughness 4, so looking for 4s to wound. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so we have 12 wounds. The rending on those don't matter because he's got a 4 up, feel no pain, 4 up invul save, and then a 5 up, feel no pain. So we've got 12 into the drones here. 4 up invul saves. All right, and then 5 up, feel no pains. No, they are dead. Yeah. And then we have 4 that can go into the commander over here. So these are 16 attacks that are coming in, hitting on 2s. All right, there was one of those was a 1. 1 there. All right, he's toughness 5, so looking for 5s to wound. 6s are rending. All right, that's actually really good. All right, so we got 1 that's AP -3, and we've got 5 that are AP -1.
What's first?
Let's do the AP -1 first. So that's going to be 5 of those. Yep. So 5 4 ups. Fails 3 of them. Oh, and he is dead. All right. All right, so now this squad is going to attack in. We're going to go with the regular guys first. The leader also has 3 attacks. These are the ones with the rending claws. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All righty. Strength 4, toughness more than toughness 6, so looking for 5s to wound. All right, so we've got 3 at AP -3, 1 at AP -1. Do you want to try to tank it? Oh, 1 second. All right, so he's actually going to take him onto his, because at first he was like, I'm just going to tank him, and then when he saw 3 of them were AP -3, made him rethink, but he is going to try to tank them. So we're going to have the 3 at AP -3s, looking for 6 ups. Makes 1 of them, so he takes 2 wounds, and then 1 at AP -1, looking for a 4 up. No, so he takes a total of 3 wounds. And then they have the cultist knife, so that's 3 of them attacking in there. All right, 1 hit. That is a wound. No AP on this one, so 3 up. He's good. And now the rock saw that's probably going to be passed off to those drones, but that's okay. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s, because it's not unwieldy. Getting 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. Whoa.
And 3.
All right, so I got behind enemy lines, because it's the end of my turn. Nobody has to take any morale tests. I've got behind enemy lines. I started on defend objective 3 because that's the one in the corner that my aberrants are on, and didn't get Kingslayer, but I'm gonna keep it for now. So that is going to be it for the Genestealer Cult turn here on turn, on turn 1. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau on turn 2. All right, my opponent actually also scored his defend objective 2 at the end of my turn, so he gets that one, which is pretty good. So he's got the additional 2 points for that. And he got rid of defend objective 1 at the end of his turn previously. He did thumbs down, he wasn't going to get all the way over to here and get that. So he got rid of that last turn, so he's going to draw 3 new additional cards here. We'll come back to you with those. All right, so my opponent drew Area Denial, which is get it every one of my guys out of 6 inches. Out of 12 inches, he gets D3. Secure Objective 2, which he's already on, which is pretty good. And Supremacy, core D3 if he controls any 3 objectives. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Tau here. He declared Mont Ka. So before he moved over here, he was over there within 6 inches of that hazard suit on the bottom there and the drones down there. So that means that by declaring Mont Ka, it means they can advance and shoot at no penalty. So movement phase, he fell back over here out of combat with my acolytes. The drones followed suit, rolling around him. And these are the drones, the shield drones from the commander that jumped around over him, because the commander shot over here 40 inches, right? Because he advanced to straight up 20 inches, moved 40 inches over here. He can still shoot because of the Mont Ka, or also because of his warlord trait, right? He can just shoot, which is pretty awesome. So he's going to be able to do that. These guys moved up over this way, looking onto my Goliath truck here. Like I said, that suit, the hazard suit down there, and the drones dropped in over here looking on him as well to try to get this, because he's trying to clear out the middle here for area denial. This hazard suit stood still where he was. He moved out over this way a bit, still has the squad inside. He shuffled down this way a bit. The squad moved up over there so they can get line of sight onto my aberrants over there. But the Cadre Fireblade stayed within the range of that objective over there, objective number 2, and he's within 6 inches of that squad to give them double tap. The marker Dude Bro stood still, that marker Dude Bro stood still, and that is it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, Marker Light Dude Bro is going to shoot into my Goliath truck over here. That is a hit. Marker Light Dude Bro, aka the cameraman, aka Fireside Marksman is going to fire into my aberrants, and he gets him. All right, so my opponent spend a command point now to try to turn this Marker Light into 1 plus D3, which is one of their command points. Ooh, +3, so that gets 4 onto them, which is brutal. And then the Cadre Fireblade is going to put a Marker Light into them as well. That is a hit. All right, so his warlord, the commander in the Cold Star suit, whatever. Cold Star is going to shoot his burst cannon into the lone acolyte down here, and then he's going to shoot his missiles into the Goliath truck. So we're going to go with the burst cannon into him first. So these are going to be hitting on 2s, right, into him. Hitting on 2s. All right. Not going to re-roll 1. Toughness 3. So 3. Strength 6. Oh, strength 5. So wound on 3s. Okay, so that is 5 wounds at -1 +1 because he is in cover. So looking for 5 ups. No, he did. Ooh, just barely dead, but dead. Actually, I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. Looking for a 5. Oh, almost. I saw the corners, hoping the middle one. Nope. All right. And now his 2 missiles are going to go into the truck. Hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits. Strength? 7. So looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound.
Yeah.
Yep, so AP
-2.
-2, so looking for a 6 up. Showing that Phil face. No. D3 damage. Getting 2 damage. Looking for 6 ups. Phil faces once again. Getting 1, so he takes 1 damage. All right, so now his Ghost Keel is going to fire into my truck here. He's not going to supercharge or overcharge or whatever charge it is. So we're going to go with, which one's first?
Iron Raker.
Iron Raker first. Hitting on 4s. Because he's still no reroll, so that is 3 hits.
3s.
Looking for 3s. That is 1 wound.
-2.
AP -2, so looking for a 6 up. Phil face. No. How many damage? 1 damage. Again with the Phil face. Yeah, with the Phil face. Woo! And now the 2 fusion blasters into him as well. That's 2 hits. Oh no, is it 4s? Or is it 3s? Which ones? Oh, hitting on 4, so no. All right, he's gonna spend a CP on one of those. That is a hit. That is not a wound.
Hitting on 3.
All right, so the strike team is now going to fire into these guys over here. They've got 5 marker lights on them, which is +1 BS, ignoring cover, re-rolling 1s. He can also shoot all of his special missiles that he doesn't have into them at full ballistic skill. Yeah, brutal. So all these guys are going to fire in there. They're in triple tap range. So here comes a bajillion shots hitting on 3s because of them, which is pretty good. Re-rolling those 1s. Oh, good gracious. 1 miss. These are now going to be wounding on 3s because they're strength 5. All right. So that is really freaking good. One of those, yeah, that was flipped over. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so we got 13 5-ups because it ignores cover because of the all those marker lights. So here we go. 5-ups. We've got 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, and 1 wound. Oh, 4 dead. Womp, womp. All right, the hazard suit down below there is going to shoot into my truck over here. So he's going to have 16 shots. Hitting on 3s, right?
4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. All right. Pretty good. Well, maybe not as good. All right, so we got 6 hits here. 5 hits. 6 hits hitting on 5. Wounding on 5s. Getting 4 wounds there. That's not bad. -1, so looking for 5s. Getting 2 of them. Damages 1 each, so looking for 6-ups. No. And now that hazard suit's going to fire into him 16 shots again, hitting on 4s. All right, pretty good. Rerolling that 1, back into a 1. The dice says, "Did I stutter?" And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 4 of them. So we've got 4 5-ups. Making 2 of them. All right, so here we go. 6-ups. Making another 1, taking 1 wound. And the last hazard suit is going to fire into the truck over here. All right, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. No 1s there, so. No 1s in there.
5s.
And looking for 5s to wound. Ooh, getting a bunch. How many is that? That's going to be 7 wounds. Oh, boy. Here we go, 4, 6, 7, 5-ups, because AP -1. Only making 2. So here we go. I've got 3 wounds left. If I make 3 of these 6-ups, still alive. Here we go. Looking for 6-ups. Show them fill faces. Oh, I make 3 of them. Woo! All right, the gun drones in there are going to be shooting here, hitting on 5s because there's no penalty for advancing since they were in Monka range. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. All right, pretty good.
Really
Yep,
good.
there we go. Actually, very good. Yep.
And 5s.
And looking for 5s again. Getting 2 wounds. Here we go. AP nothing, right? So 2 4-ups. Ooh, with the fill faces. And now these gun drones are going to fire into him over here. So, again, hitting on 5s. Rerolling 1s. All right. Pretty good. Actually, again, really good. Again, super good. There's 1 4 there. 1 4. There was 1 4 there. Yeah. All right, here we go. These are now wounding on 5s. Ooh, getting 4 of them. All right, am I feeling it? Am I feeling it? Am I feeling it? Oh, okay, so we got 2. I need to make both of these. I need to see another double fill face. It can't, he says it can't happen. This coming from the man who hit all 6s to get back those CPs. And it can't happen. I say, dream the impossible dream. No, he failed everyone. So he's dead. Does he explode though? He does not, so we'll come back to you with the disembark. All right, so now they ended up right there. 2 of them died in the tripping as they fell out of the truck, but that's where they ended up. So now his devilfish is going to fire into them. He can see him, so he's going to shoot the burst cannon first, and then the missiles. So burst cannons. That is, he did move, so that's 2 hits. Getting 2 wound strength. What? Yeah. Strength 5. So wounded on 3. So that's AP minus nothing. So looking for 4-ups because they're in cover. getting 1. And now the missiles are going to be going into here. So these are going to be hitting on 5s because he moved. All right, so getting 2 hits. Wounding on 3s, that's 2 wounds.
No cover.
No cover because of Tau shenanigans. So looking for 5-ups. Not making either. All right, so he is going to fire his smart missiles into these guys over here. No line of sight needed. Hitting on 5s, though. 1 hit. That is a wound. That is not a save. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. Into the assault phase? That's right, you heard me. Tau assaulting. He's going to start with his devilfish, assaulting into them. The only guys that can see him has a flamer, so not going to get them. 10-inch charge. Ooh, so close, but not in. He's actually going to spend a CP to make that. Does he get it? 1 in 3 chance?
No.
No, he does not. All right, so now his suit here is going to charge into them. The one on top, the ones on the bottom advance, so they can't charge, but the one on top is going to charge in. So overwatching with the seismic cannon, hitting on 6s. Getting 1. Strength 6, looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP minus, 1 second. All right, it's AP -1. He gets +1 for cover because he's not a monster. Damage. And the way I play it in here, 2 damage. So, he's going to make one of them die. Yeah, it's the squad, so he's got the one guy below there, so he took that there. So then we've got the Weber. Pistol D3, so that's 2 shots. Looking for 6s. Not getting anything. We've got an auto gun in there. Not getting anything, and the flamer is out of range. So, his charge distance, you need like
fly, so.
He's got fly, so he's gonna have like a what, like a 5-inch charge, I think. Yeah, 5 inches, just out of 6. So 5 inches, he is in. Now these gun drones are going to charge in. Okay, first the suit, sorry, is going to charge in because he doesn't want to block out the suit, which is a good call. So he's looking for a 7-inch charge because he's just over 7 inches away, and he gets it in.
Drones next.
And now the drones are going. Ooh, they are not in.
No, they're not in.
All right, so this suit is going to attack in first. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
5s.
Hitting on 5s. I was close. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. That's what I meant. Getting 1 wound, AP -1. So looking for a 5-up.
6-up.
6-up. No, he did.
5s.
And now the second suit, 5s. Getting 2.
3s.
3s. Getting 2.
Reds.
Rens, so they get no AP. Just kidding. 6s. Getting 1. All right, so now my the icon guy is going to attack into him. He's got 1 attack. That is a hit. That is not a wound. And now my leader with a power pick, 2 attacks. Hitting on 4s. That's 1 hit, but getting to reroll 1s because of the cult icon. So that's still just the 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. That is not a wound. All right, so that is the end of the Tau turn. I'm going to spend the 2 CP to autopass to keep them in the middle there, which is pretty good. But he still scores supremacy because he's got this objective, that objective, and that objective. So it's going to be D3. Getting 1 VP victory point for that. And then you've got, don't get area denial because those guys are still alive. But he did get secure objective 2 back over there. So pretty good turn there. So we will come back to you with the cards drawn for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 3. All right, so I still had defend objective 3, which I didn't get because he killed me off. Kingslayer still got that, and defend objective 4. So we will, Drew defend objective 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase. My Genestealers, Pure Strains, advanced up here 5 inches, so they were right by that ghost keel over here. My Patriarch advanced 3 inches, so he's getting up close. He's not quite there, but he's closer. The Acolytes moved back onto objective 4, so I could hold that one. My Patriarch, my Primus advanced up this way. He just jumped onto the cover. My Magus moved up over there, and I returned them to the shadows with my last command point, so they are in waiting for their return. So that is going to be it for the movement phase here, because they stayed in combat. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, starting the psychic phase, Patriarch is going to cast Smite into his ghost keel over there, who's the closest. Going off on an 8. So D3 mortal wounds. Getting 2 mortal wounds. There go the drones. And now he is going to smite into the, I think it's the closest is going to be the devilfish. Ooh, Inception. Going off on a 6, D3. Getting 2. All right, so moving into the shooting phase, he is going to shoot his web pistol into the guy that's injured over here. So it's going to be D3. 2 shots, hitting on 4s, getting 1 hit. Strength is what? What's the strength? Both. What is the strength and toughness? Because it's what? 5 and 5. So they're both 5s. It doesn't make a difference there. So it's going to be wounding on a 5. Nope, no wound there. All right, that's it. Moving into the assault phase, my pure strains are going to charge into his ghost keel over here. So, overwatching. We've got the fusions. No. Then we've got the non-fusions, the ion rakers. Hitting on 6s, right?
I am going to overcharge.
Overcharging.
D6
shots. So +1. No hit, and he takes a wound because it was a 1, right? Because of the overcharge?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going down to a 6.
No,
all right, no, he's going to be taken from me. So there he goes. He takes the 6. And that's it. So the charge is totally in. And then my Patriarch's going to charge in. He is also in. All right, so he's actually going to just take all those guys away because there was going to be a lot of attacks in there, and we're kind of running short on time. So we're going to go with that. That sounds good. That was going to be a billion attacks, so. So then I'm going to attack with this squad here. We're going to start with the, that's the leader there, so that's 2 hits. No wounds, and then the regular guy. That is not a hit. All right, so only he can attack in, hitting on 5s. No hits. So that is the end of the Genestealer Cult turn there. I started on Defend Objective 4. I'm going to get rid of Defend Objective 3, and I did not get Kingslayer yet. So we will come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau here on turn 3. All right, so my opponent drew Assassinate and 2 secure Objective 4s. Right over here. We'll see what happens. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Tau here on turn 3. His Cold Star suit advanced over here, jumping onto Objective 4. Bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Then these suits over here moved over here, looking onto my Genestealers that if they don't kill them, they're probably going to run at his Warlord over here. Same thing, gun suits and other suits are moving up over this way, leaving them in combat over here. The unit inside of this, I want to say Fire Dragon, but it's not. It's the Devilfish. Exited there, but the Devilfish stood still. The unit back over there stood still. Same thing with the Markalite Bro. Same thing with the Cadre Fireblade. And this guy jumped up over here so that he can try to get close to my Magus over there. And that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, Markalite Dude Bro is firing into him. Does not get it. All right, Markalite Bro is going to fire into the Magus. That is a hit. Boosting. All right, so he's going to boost that with a CP plus D3 plus another 2. And now the Cadre Fireblade is going to fire into him. That is a hit. And now this squad's going to fire into the Magus over there, triple tapping. So hitting on 4s.
Let me just double check my range.
Yeah, they should be in.
15?
Yeah, 15 inches. They are in. So looking for 4s.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1s because of the Markalite. There's a couple other ones back there. All right. Pretty good. That was a 4. Yeah, absolutely. I saw it. We all good. All right, and now these are wounding on strength 5s, right? So wounding on 3s. All right, wow, really good. How many is that?
10, no cover.
Almost knocking all my stuff off the ground here. 10 with no cover because of Tau shenanigans, aka the marker lights. So we've got 10, 4 5-ups. No, he did. Really did. All right, so these gun drones here are going to shoot into my neophyte squad over there. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. No reroll. All right, pretty good. Actually, supremely good.
And
wounding on 3s. Getting, what is that, 8? So we've got 8, no cover.
For the first one.
Oh yeah, no cover. So because there's 8 because he's out there. So we'll do 1 at a time. 5-up, he's good. Oh, 5-up, he's good. Hey, come on, yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Keep going. Oh, now he did. So we got another 3. No, yeah, no, that was 3 because that was 5. 8, yes. So then another 3, looking for 4-ups. Oh, he's he's way dead. Okay. Now these gun drones are going to shoot into the Genestealers over there. These are going to be hitting on 5s.
Did I paint? I missed it.
You missed it, yeah. No rerolls because he missed that 1 Markalite. All right.
6.
Getting 6.
T4.
T4.
3s.
3s to wound. Okay, getting 5 wounds. 5-up invul saves. 4 of them dead. Gross. All right, he is, that Devilfish is going to fire the burst cannon into my Genestealers, and then the missiles into these dude bros. So we're going to go the burst cannons. Right, missiles, sorry. Fives. These are the burst cannon, right?
Missiles.
Oh, these are the missiles. So smart missiles hitting on 5s.
Because it moved.
So that's 4. 4 hits because he moved. Looking for strength what?
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so looking for 3. So that's 2 wounds.
No
AP,
cover.
no cover. AP, nothing. So looking for 5 ups. Making 1. And the burst cannon 4 ups into them. No hits. He forgot about this other Marketlight dude, so he's going to shoot into here. -1 to hit, right? Because he moved. Isn't Marketlight's heavy, or am I completely off track over there?
Marketlights are heavy.
Marketlights are heavy, so hitting on a 3. No. All right, strike team is going to fire into my Genestealers. All right, that is 3 hits. That is 2 wounds. 2 5-up invols. Ganking 1.
And burst
that Devilfish is going to fire the missiles into the Genestealers. Hitting on 4s because he didn't move. Pretty good there.
3s.
Wounded on 3s. Getting 1 wound. Oh, and that's dead. This suit here is going to fire into these dude bros over here. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, so now these are going to be wounding on 3s.
Oh.
Getting 3 wounds. AP what?
-1.
-1. So we're going to start with the 1 out of cover there. So looking for a 6. Oh, and he makes it. 6 again. Does not make that one. And then, no, 2 dead. That suit's going to fire everything into the last guy over here because he really wants it dead. Doesn't want to take the chance. Hitting on 5s.
4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s. Pretty good. Actually, really good.
I should have split.
It should have split.
3s.
Looking for 3s. Wow, really should have split. How many is that now?
10.
10.
-1.
At -1. So we've got 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking for 5s. Yeah, he did. This suit's shooting into the Genestealers. Ooh, pretty good. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. How many is that?
8.
8. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8 5-ups. Make, wow, all but 2. All right. And the Cold Star suit's going to shoot into the Genestealers over here, hitting on 2s.
First cannon first.
First cannon first. Pretty good.
3s.
Wounded on 3s. All right, so we got 4 wounds.
-1. Oh, it doesn't matter.
-1, 5-up invul still. And that is 4 dead. And now the missile pods. Hitting on 2s, wounded on he's going to wound on 3s. That is a wound. That is not a save. All right, and that is it for the Tau turn here on turn 3. He denied me defend objective 4, scored both objective 4s for himself there, and then he also got assassinate when he killed my Magus over there, which is pretty awesome. So we will come back to you with the 1 card that I drew. I might as well draw it right now. Secure objective 1. So that is all the way over here. It's just not going to happen. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the cult here on turn 3. These guys are coming in for the kill into his warlord over here, and then these guys return from the shadows. I rolled a 3, so they went within 9 inches of there because you can't see him inside of the corner over there, which is pretty good. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. And he is just going to smite into him. Not getting it. Shooting his needle pistol. That's a hit. That is not a wound. And into the assault phase, they are going to start us first. They can't overwatch, looking for a 9-inch charge. And ooh, almost, but not quite. So now my pure strains are going to charge in. So here comes his overwatch. We're going to start with the burst cannon. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. That is not a save. And then, so we'll just take that guy. Missile pods. That is no hits there. So their charge distance, yup, is in. And then Patriarch. And then the Primus is in. All right. All right, our Patriarch's going to start us off here, hitting on 2s. Alrighty then. These are strength 6. No, strength 6. So wounding on 3s. All right, so that is going to be 3 wounds. AP -3.
4-up invul.
4-up invul saves. Oh, he makes all but 1, so that becomes D3. 2 wounds. Sorry, I've also got to reroll a wound again. No. Okay. Bromp, bromp.
You paid 3 keys.
And my opponent uses the last 2 CPs to interrupt, and he is going to attack into the Primus, I imagine? Or the Genestealer?
The Genestealer.
Into the Genestealer over here. So he's going to have how many attacks?
4 attacks.
4 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. Strength.
5.
5, so looking for 3s to wound. That is 3 wounds. And he is dead. And then I've got 4 attacks from the Primus. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds. AP -3, so 4 up invul save. Oh, he makes sales on both, but that's it. That's only 2 wounds, so he is still alive. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we're going to end this one. It was becoming a little bit one-sided there, and also the store's closed. They're super nice to keep it open for me. But yes, that was a brutal, brutal match. The Tau showing that they are still competitive, even if you have something other than a commander in your list. But that was a super brutal, 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 brutal game. But so much fun. There was once he started pointing at units and just deleting them is what it came down to with all of their shooting, because I mean that's still what the Tower are best at, and that's what they're going to continue to be best at. So I really hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent was Tom of Brohammer fame. Boom, fist bump. And I hope you guys have. I've already said if you all enjoyed it, but I certainly did. So until next time, have fun.